Hello and thank you for clicking on this video. This is a video to show you how to make some DIY drawer dividers for the Ikea Alex drawers, and it costs less than £20 to make. So in order to make these dividers, you're going to need some 5mm thick foam board, some super glue like this one, and you are also going to need a Stanley knife or like some kind of sharp knife to be able to cut through the foam board. So first of all, what you're going to do is you need to plan out where you would like your dividers. So I decided to take some pieces of paper, draw out the drawers themselves so that I could easily visualize where things were going to go and what I would like in each drawer. So I did this just by drawing it out and sectioning it off and writing in exactly what products I was going to keep where, because this is going to help you to be able to decide how big you want each section, because these dividers are completely customizable. So you are able to decide exactly where, how long, how short, how thin and how thick they actually are to be able to hold each of your products, which is something that I actually am really pleased with, because I've been looking for a while for some kind of organizer system, and all of the acrylic ones that I liked were really expensive. It was looking like it was going to cost me over £100 to be able to organise all my makeup. Once I've drawn out which product I would like where and how I'm going to have them, then I started to take the measurements. So you have to be able to cut your foam board per drawer for where you would like them to sit. So I thought the best way to do this would be to place the products in, take all the measurements and add them to the drawings that we did earlier. So this isn't an original idea. I did see a video of a girl that had done this, so I'll try and link the original video below if I can find it. But yeah, basically took a lot of the ideas from her, but we kind of changed up a couple of things. So I'm just placing the products in where I would like them to sit. I tried to make these drawers really functional and just to have a little bit of a flow to them. So once I had all the measurements, then we settled down to be able to cut these. These are not my hairy arms, these are my dad's. So they are really easy, you can do them yourself. I did some of them, and he just loves DIY, so he decided to get involved and help, and he doesn't mind having his hairy arms on the video. So you're just going to be using those measurements we've just taken from placing all the products in and what we've got on our drawers, and you're going to measure those out and make sure that you get the right thickness and the right depth of each one. And then I organise them per drawer and for the outer edge. So what I'm going to show you now is me assembling the outer edges. So basically we need a frame for the dividers to sit in, and I didn't want to glue them to the drawers, so we basically made an outer edge to the drawers, and we used tape. I think in the original video she did glue them, but we thought it'd be easier to tape these and settle them in rather than having to use a lot of glue and gluing them all around. So these have all been measured. I did order A3 foam board, which would have been a lot easier, and they sent me A4, so yeah, but it would have been a bit easier. But we just cut them and we managed to tape them halfway. So as you can see, that is assembled now in the shape of the drawer, and then I'm just going to place that inside, and it will be snug because it's all been measured to be able to be fitting. So this is the deeper drawer of the Alex drawers that I am placing this in. Sorry, the video is quite dark, it was getting quite late at this point. Yeah, so you can see that's in there, and then we just put some double-sided sticky tape on the outer edge of the inner bit that we've just created so that they could stick to the drawers and they wouldn't move anywhere. So once we'd placed all those in, then I started placing the dividers where I would want them. So before I glued them, I placed them so I could see exactly what they look like. They'd all been measured, so just make sure that your measurements are right, because I did a couple wrong from just not measuring right, and I had to go back and cut them again. So now this is where you're going to need your glue. So once you've decided where you want them, then you're going to be starting to glue the outer edges of each divider, and you're going to be settling that in exactly where you want it. This glue that I use takes 10 minutes you have to not disturb the glue for 10 minutes, and then it takes up to 24 hours to dry. So I would definitely recommend just following the instructions on which glue you use. This glue is great, however, the bottle's quite hard to squeeze, but something with a thin nozzle on would be really beneficial for getting it on the outer edge. So as you can see, I've just glued the backs of these, and these are going to stick to that outer rim that we put down earlier. I'm just pushing them to the back, pushing them in place so that they stick, and then adding the rest of the dividers in there. So that's that drawer complete, and now on to the next one. So just went through each drawer, and we've already planned for this. We already had the measurements, everything's cut. So it's just about gluing and putting it in place. If you are unsure when you are doing this, then just put it in without glue on first. Make sure everything fits first. I would say definitely recommend that rather than gluing and finding out later that something's gone wrong. And yeah, I personally measured to each product for what I wanted in, and you can't really say that about anything that you can find on the market. I know there's a lot out there, they're a lot cheaper in America, but I think this is a really good, easy, affordable solution to having your own personalised dividers in your drawer. And like I said, it costs less than £20 in total to be able to do this. It did take a few hours to be able to plan everything, do all the measurements, do all the cutting and the gluing, but it is definitely worth it. And I think whilst we're on lockdown, it's really good to actually have a project to be able to be working on and keep you occupied. I actually really enjoyed doing this, and I have actually planned another DIY project which I'll be doing a video of on soon, and that is going to be like a DIY sunglasses / accessories holder. So subscribe if you want to be able to see that, click the notification bell, and just keep an eye out for that video because it should be quite interesting. So here's all my products all in the dividers, and I'm so pleased with this. There's a couple of gaps because I don't have the most makeup in the world. I think I have more than the average person, but it certainly makes me want to go out and purchase some more makeup to be able to completely fill these in. So this might change the way that I've organised the foundations. They might be able to be stood up, and some of the compacts, and just got all of my Peaches makeup lashes there at the back. So in the bottom, lots of skincare stuff, and here's all my lip products. And yeah, I'm just really pleased with the way this looks. So if you are going to try this out, here is a list again of some of the products that you'll need. So you'll need some 5mm thick foam board, which I've linked below, some super glue, preferably with a thin nozzle on to be able to get the glue on precisely, a Stanley knife to cut the foam board itself, and a ruler / tape measure to be able to measure out everything that you need. So if you did like this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to be able to see more. Thank you.